All right, we are still at the IME conference here at the Marriott Hotel in Melrose Arc, and I'm here with a very lovely lady who is the Deputy Director in General at the Department of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development. How are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
This is such a mouthful. Why is your job so complicated?
So, I'm the Deputy Director General responsible for rural development.
Yeah.
So in its own, it's complex because rural development is about making sure that people in rural areas are also having access to development across all sectors. So it's water, it's electricity, it's roads, it's infrastructure, it's services, it's healthcare, it's education. So our work is really to pull all these various departments, private sector, civil society, to make sure that we improve the quality of lives of rural communities.
That's amazing. Now, the slogan is "No one left behind," and oftentimes people in the rural areas feel like, everything else in the country is developing but us. How do you as a department ensure that, you don't leave them behind, you ensure that you do things to make them feel involved?
And that's why this branch that I'm leading was formed to make sure that we are able to pull, because the departments responsible for health, they just do health services.
Yeah.
Those who are doing water are doing water. Those who are doing human settlements do that. Since 1994, the budget of the country has been spread across, but with a majority in urban areas in terms of development, in terms of infrastructure. And we have picked up that in rural areas there's little development or little investment of resources, hence rural development section within the Department of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development. And we have come up with a strategy that says, how do we bring all the different sectors together? How do we make sure that as you have I am me, we also have we are us, so that all the different sectors can come together. And I saw the theme of this conference quite resonating with the work that we are doing.
And that leads me to my next question. Why, as a department, did you feel it's important to align and collaborate with a conference like this?
Yes, so we actually, this is our first participation. We hope we will be part of the conference going forward.
Yeah.
But we see that government is responsible for facilitating development, is responsible for creating a conducive environment for growth, for development to take place, for jobs to be created. And we thought, because they are talking about the whole being, you as an individual knowing who you are, for you to be able to be an active participant in the economy and in society as a whole. And we run a program that looks at youth development. It's called National Rural Youth Services Corps, NARISEC in short. And this program recruits youth from rural areas who are unemployed, who basically have nothing to do, who have not been able to complete matric, who are basically loitering. Some of them are even gone into substance abuse. So we recruit them and work together with the South African Defence Force. We work with the South African Navy. We take them into the base for 12 weeks where they are trained. Who am I?
And also
What
just
do I want
building
to
them
achieve?
and their
And
own
building
skills.
their own self-esteem, building their own confidence, helping them how to draw my own personal vision, my own mission in life. What do I really want to be? And we then assist them to facilitate to get to the point where either they become the best employees in big corporate companies, NGOs, government, or they start their own business and they employ others. So that's the program that we were sharing here with the participants of the conference.
And where can people get a hold of you if they want to see all the incredible work that you guys do as a department?
So if you go to www.dalrrd.gov.za, you will go to the section that says rural development. You'll get to know the work that we are doing on NARISEC, which is youth development. You'll also get to know the work we are doing on rural infrastructure development, which is where when we work with other departments to develop infrastructure, work with private sector, we also do our own interventions where we build infrastructure. We also get involved in technology research and development. We have lots of young people who are innovating, doing a lot of research, technology. So that's the website that you'll get the work that we're doing. But our belief is that with this plus 60 million of South African citizens, majority, over 60% is young people. And our investment in young people is we're investing in leaders of today and leaders of the future.
Of the future, yeah.
Today first, because they have to be active now
Right
to
now.
redirect the country to where it's supposed to be. And we capacitate them with skills. So they do the 12 weeks. Afterwards, they go to a college of their choice. So they would have told us during recruitment, I want to be involved in construction, or I want to be involved in ICT, or I want to do broadband in construction, or I want to do agriculture, plant production, animal production, mixed farming, or I want to do agro processing. So I want to go to the farmers and say, give me your tomato, I want to make a tomato sauce, brand it and sell it. Or you are involved in beehiving, can I make honey out of your, and they get involved in agro processing, which is value add. So it's very, others are with AMPATH. They draw blood. So we take them to the college with AMPATH for 2 years. We pay, we give them the stipend, we pay for their studies. When they come out, they would go and work and even go up the ladder with AMPATH or Lancet or whoever else draws blood in hospitals. I know most of us don't like them because that needle. Yes, but we train them to know how to use the needle. Working in partnership. We have partnership with Ford. Those want to go to mechanical engineering, they go trained there. We do the arrangement, we enter into partnership, we do the payment, we support the young. The aim is really to have a young person who can say, I know who I am.
And I'm also being supported by the government.
And therefore I can help somebody else to be able to say the same thing, that I actually didn't know who I am. I didn't know what I want to do in life. But now I know.
This, yeah.
And that's really what the program is about, which we're sharing today.
That's incredible. Thank you so much, Nomthandazo, for sharing the work that you guys do at the Department of Agriculture.
Land reform
and rural development. I think it's so good to hear a department that is actively, changing these young people's lives, because changing that one person's life changes, their entire background and where they come from.
The village.
So continue doing the work, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you very much. 2025, we'll be here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.